get... There we are. Alright, we're gonna get there. I promise. Bum 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 bum. Boop. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfile told me about Sarah Amarick's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. You conversed with the Midgossamar? I think that's how you say it. I forget. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are you to understand the Worm Lord did not perish and has yet lain dormant these past 15 years? Less resurrection, more rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Those words were ambiguous at times. One statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard's shall burn. Currently an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Amarick immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgossamar in its entirety. I acknowledge that you heard the voice of Drevians is a grave but necessary risk, lest we forget men who have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, for the sake of the tenuous relation with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As far as we shall present our revelation to Sir Amarick's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you're not telling us, Angsword? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important. More like some things. I'm missing 6 crystals now, 'cause he got rid of them. 12 for Fend! Midgossamar stripped you of your blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that... What? Yeah, it beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Yeah, that's the type of day I'm having. Midgossamar made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters come into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother those names. Those 3 decreed that Midgossamar ever watched over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods of whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. I got a pet dragon, that's him. He's watching over. Hey, look, there he is. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Oh, shoot. I've got a dragon watching over me. He's about as useful as the Magitech engine. I can't kill anything with it.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
And time to complete the quest. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgarsamar who roared, a call to arms by one of the First Blood cannot be ignored. Brood, not blood, my bad. Until such times as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do not but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Aether on demand, I believe that's... Yeah, okay, so I've got Aether on demand and on the counter-offensive first, and then there's the full party attack thing that I have to do. Okay. Ere I forgot, I believe Mort has requested a gathering of Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Alright, off to Moen. Oh, she's right here. Okay then. Not going to Camp Dragonhead yet. All done with the talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head to the Solar, shall we? Okay, off to the Solar now.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Laminsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the great river of ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it's worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
I'm right here.
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Yes, ma'am. Consider it done. Oh. Speak with Alphanod. Oh, I should probably read it. At our headquarters in Udal, I'll take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing you go support the front lines. Is my dragon come out? Oh no, it's Boulder. The duties you take to Northernlin. Your dude takes you to Northernlin, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamin travels to Udal, and we shall serve as her escort. My daughter B has to go contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides of civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it's my hope that they may be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. And how extraordinary that my little Acilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I'm proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear Udal has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah, woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? Yes, we shall. Yeah! Alright, off you go. Bye-bye. Alright, off you go. I take my leave. Alright, off you go. To the processing plant. Bum bum. Hey, Little Red. Commander Levier sent word that you becoming a veteran of your talents is most welcomed. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I learned a trick or two since the disaster with the Almajah. But returning to the task at hand, the Flame Reconnaissance Scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Ruban Push. Such forces likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time, and I think it's time we speak with Lieutenant Eldstein to finalize our counter strategy. Whoa, excuse me, where'd that come from? Corporal Fantasia, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times. Are the Gallians on the move, then? Not as such. The civilian Draughtsmen have, however, come across several highly suspicious crates with the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sapper take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. Those boxes contain their bombs, devices of Imperial design, no less. Found inside the plant, you say? But how? We've had guards stationed around the perimeter day and night. There is a dog that won't stop barking. He never stops barking. It is likely the plant will infiltrate long before its braves arrived. Master Thancred, have the Scions come in force then? All who could be spared, yes. Now there are likely more of those Imperial explosives about the place, so I suggest we spread out and conduct a thorough sweep of the compound. Considering the volatile nature of Ceruleum, allowing even one such device to escape may lead to enjoying an uncomfortable close view of a rather spectacular explosion. Right then, I'll pass on the word to the fourth. What exactly do we do with the crates should we find them? Bring them here to me carefully, mind you. My sappers will render the device harmless as they did with the first batch we found. Very well, let's get started. Okay. Let's find some bombs. What's this one for? The Ultimate Ballad? Oh, okay. A conspicuously suspicious item. There's a one. Oh, there's two. Oh, he never got the Chocobo Keep guy. Well, let's grab him too. There's three. Yep. Oh. Where's number 4? Jeez. I can't find it. Oh. I'm falling asleep. Maybe I should have taken a nap instead of came back. Oh my god, I did it again. Jeez. I like just zone out for like a quick sec and then I'm... Okay. Get the ladder. Go up. Get the other ladder. Go up. Get the ladder. Okay. Oh, is that it? Yep. Oh, hold on. I took a quick 2-minute nap, it seemed. Grab that kickstart, I guess. Discover the crates. Just push through, man. Oh, I'm trying, Mr. Color, but I ate too much, and now I want to go into a food coma, but I'm almost there. How's it going on your end, man? Food is quite dangerous, especially when you're only 20 quests away from getting the class you want. Never eat food before you're gonna do a live stream. Don't do it, man. You can't live without it, you can't live with it. What are you supposed to do, man? Like, how are you supposed to compete with that? That's good to hear. I like your, what is it? I like your Wada Nohara videos. You're doing a good job with them. On other hobbies outside of life, I don't think that's actually possible, Peter. This Sunday, yeah, we're up. Yep, I don't have any surprise birthdays that are gonna happen, so. Yeah, but it's mostly you that's amazing. It's like your reactions to my reactions that make it great. Okay. For best. You can't wait, maybe, but I can. Have no fear. Hercules is here, right? Is that the right one? I forget. What's one of the... name one of the quotes in that movie for me, because I can't think of any. Or is best Hercules a quote? Is that one of the quotes? What's happening? Yeah, that's my... I love that part of the story. That's when I absolutely just got invested in the characters. That and the part where he fights the Hydra. I enjoyed that part. Ooh, excuse me. Oh no. Oh boy, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Why, what the heck? Oh, I accidentally hit the enter button. No wonder nothing's happening. Well, that was great. Do you know what you want to do after the D&D playthrough? Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know yet, actually. I'm looking into it. I'm seeing if there's any other games we can play on the computer. I also just got my tax return, and I just paid off all my... Oh, wow, that's just... Hold on. Yeah, hold on a quick sec. We're gonna... turn that down a notch. Anyway, yeah, I just got my tax return, and I paid off my school bill, so now I have some more money that I can spend. So we might get a capture card, and then we'll be able to boost our options and see if we can play something other than a PS4 game and indie games, if you're into that. Oh, you... I hate you. Oh, I can't just leave you here. Let me help you. Oh, fine. I guess you don't need my help. I'll check the comments in a bit. Thanks. Okay. Ooh, like Mario Party. Yeah, sure, why not? Like, Mario Party 1. No gloves. Let's see how long it takes until we want to kill our hands. Or do Mario Party 9, the best Mario Party. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the same though. Whoops. You got Wario and Peach as the AI? Oh, of course. You know, and then you, come back. We'll put them on hard mode. And if we don't do Mario Party, we can always do Super Smash Brothers. Did I not defeat the Imperial attack? Oh no, there's one more. It's right here. Ba 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 ba. Get off the darn chocobo, jeez. Cause that's all we ever went on about. Oh, went on about during school. No, that's not true. We went on about Xenoblade Chronicles and Kingdom Hearts. And how you hate Zelda. That's what we'll do. I'm gonna make you suffer and play a Zelda game. That's our next goal. And how me, you, and Will were like the runaway guys. Or was it Brendan? Was it me, you, and Brendan? Like Zelda 2? No. Even I'm not that horrible of a person. That, and I've never beaten Zelda 2, so I couldn't really help you. I am going to die. Just pop that off. Oh, perfect. I'm done. Okay, run away. Nope. I don't know. We'll see once we get to it. I mean, I'm assuming... I mean, we still got Doom and Destiny 2 that we have to play if we enjoy D&D. We still got to do its sequel, because I haven't played the sequel, thinking that maybe we should both do it blind together, see how it works. So after that, we'll figure everything out. But yeah, we should probably... Anime RPG game makers... RPGs in general we should probably stray away from for a little bit, because that seems to be the entirety of our channel. What would be amazing? The blind playthrough? I think so. I mean, it's not going to be completely blind. I played like maybe the first half of the first chapter and then I stopped because I got caught up with other stuff. But like 97% of the game is going to be blind. And then we just figure everything out from then. Yeah. I think it'd be pretty cool. Because we'll get to see your reaction first and I'll get to help you in the first game. And then we both can just suck at the second game. I was thinking too, and that 8-hour stream as well, since this is all we ever talk about. So, you know, I did like an 8-hour stream today, because I've been just doing nothing but playing this game all day. I'm all like, you know what we should do? We should do a blind Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Or you should anyway, like we do with D&D at some point. Just cause... Why not? I don't know, I'm bored. There's nothing else to play on the Nintendo Switch, right? Except Smash Brothers that's coming out. Speaking of that, what'd you think of Smash Brothers for the Switch? Oh, I never noticed. He lies on my shoulder. This little dragon lies on my shoulder. That's pretty cool. Oh gosh, that would never end. Xenoblade 2? Yeah. I mean, it took us, what, 2 years to get 20 parts out of Wada Nohara? Imagine doing a Xenoblade Chronicles X and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 live stream. Or not live stream, but marathon. It better have Dr. Mario. It better have Shulk, alright? Because that's my new main. Or keep Toon Link. I don't know, man. Maybe it's gonna be like a fan collaboration type Nintendo or a Super Smash Brothers game. Like maybe it's gonna have all the characters from all 4 games all in one. So you'll get Ice Climbers back and all of those. Oh, Shulk's staying, no doubt about that. I don't know. Was Shulk popular, was the thing? Because, like, I think they put Shulk in Smash because Xenoblade Chronicles X was coming out, and they had 2 on the Nintendo, or they had Xenoblade Chronicles on the Nintendo 3DS. I feel like, if anything, they'd replace him with the main character in Xenoblade 2, which is Rex. Which I don't know how he'd play. He seemed like he'd be a boring sword fighter. But I don't think Shulk was, like, popular in the competitive territory. At least I didn't see many Shulk players. I think Zero went and played Shulk for a bit, didn't he? I can see him being a Smash 4.5, like, with the same roster, just more characters and mods. I can see that. And I'm perfectly okay with that, too, you know. If they put, like, Smash Run on it instead of the Smash Party or whatever. Oh, forget the tourney scene, they don't count. Oh. If they can revamp the tournament function from, like, the Wii U onto a Smash, that'd be pretty cool, too. Because, like, they don't need to create an entirely new game. Like, an entirely new Smash Brothers. They don't need to create an entirely new one. You know, they're gonna make Sakurai die from all the hard work he'll have to put into it. Just like not a reboot, but like a remake.
I won't be a second.
I like to think the tourney scene would count a bit, though.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Like, cause, like, it's Smash Brothers is the thing. If I can get my thoughts up for a bit. It's Smash Brothers, you know, people are gonna buy it no matter what. It's gonna, and having it this early, too, with the Switch, it's gonna certainly help with its sales. But yeah, they don't need to create an entirely new game. Just building upon it would be nice. Take off Bayonetta 2 or everyone's gonna get mad. What do you think? Should Bayonetta stay, Mr. Game Guy?
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are,
Just
it's
nerf
a wonder
her.
we ever got on.
You can't.
The world's
You
a
can't nerf
strange old
Bayo,
place,
man.
isn't it?
You can't nerf Bayonetta. You nerf Bayonetta, and the whole. You're not gonna have those Bayo versus Bayo fights anymore. You know what? They should add Skullgirls in it. Add Beowulf from Skullgirls into Smash Brothers. I'll play him. He'll be my new main.
Aye, that ought to do it.
I don't know if you can hear the dog, but there's a dog outside that's been barking for the past 30 minutes.
So far, so good. At these concentrations,
I would
shouldn't
love
matter
it
too
if,
much
if
something
Beowulf
goes
was in
awry.
it. I know
Just
he
enough
won't
ether
be,
to make
but
it
you know.
interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether. Which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade.
Fingers crossed. Sorry, man, it's not
I'm
gonna
sure
happen.
How to go about it just yet.
In fact, I don't know if they'll.
But I swear to find a way.
My whole thing
I'll
is,
put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
what characters would they put in Smash 5 or 4.5? Is the thing. They've already added so many characters. The only things they could really do is maybe add some duplicates. Maybe they're not going to add like King K. Rool or Goku. I know that for a fact. It just seems like they have what, 52 characters in Smash 4? I don't know if they can add any more. Without it being like extremely, I don't know about overwhelming, but like, I don't know. I don't know if they could add any more is the thing.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Anasian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth.
Well, they're totally gonna bring back
Never.
Ice Climbers, because the only reason why they didn't bring them back last time was because of the 3DS functionality. They're not gonna do Ridley. I can't see them doing Rayman just because like what, they haven't done a Rayman game since Legends, and I don't think Legends sold well, and then they had to like make it from an exclusive to the PS4. I can't see Rayman is the thing. K. Rool certainly is going to be a thing. They already have a skin for Luigi that makes him look like Waluigi. They're totally not, and he's a trophy. And isn't like the assist trophies, doesn't that just make, that's like the game's version of a friend zone?
But I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on
And
my
Ashley, who's Ashley?
That lovely
I can't think of
brow was
Ashley.
not made for frowns.
Like WarioWare Ashley?
But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light.
Yeah, that's what I
am
thought.
Briareus.
They can't do a... what? She should stay in song form. I don't think I've actually ever seen Ashley. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. What would her moveset be, Peter?
Have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power
Oh,
of
real
gods,
quick, Peter.
only for you
You know
to
how when you
undo
play
my hard work.
when you play your Deep Sea Prisoner games and you don't know how to pronounce the characters' names? This is a game where I'm like you, Peter. 9 out of 10 times I cannot pronounce any of these names. Like La Habrea is pretty easy, but what about this name right here? Or I'll show you a dragon's name in a bit.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle
You're
down.
not creative enough.
You must concede
The lad
that I
Shadow
act
the
in
Hedgehog.
self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh,
His
dear.
name is
Could
Nabaralis.
it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion?
And the
This I did not foresee.
only reason why I know this is because they say his name repeatedly.
Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
But
Now
there's one
is
here
the
I'm gonna put
time
in
to
the comments
claim
real
the
quick.
staff.
There's one spelled like this. Roughly like this. How do you pronounce that?
With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nobrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious.
Oh, born.
But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day.
Midgear Demar Amers. It's not how you say it. I also might have spelt it wrong though, so.
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master
Like
Louis Suave's
this.
staff.
If it wasn't for the voice acting, would you know how to pronounce Tupsimati or Lacroix's staff?
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
It's like, why can't people just be named Bob in this game? Let's see. Oh, it's... Oh, okay, so it's Midgardsormr. Well, it's supposed to be like a Latin medievalish. Like Jim the Knight. Real fantasy right there. Yeah, but at least you can pronounce it. Like, if you go to any part of any of the streams where I'm reading the dialogue, you'll see how hard I'm having time reading this game. And the way you're supposed to say that dragon's name is Midgarsamar. It's stupid. I do like the language in this game, though. I do like how medieval people talk. I just wish I knew how to spell it. Or say it, not spell it. I'm gonna kill this dog, I swear. Anyway, I have to go. Take care. You too, Peter. Have a good night. I'll still be here if you ever need to say something. I'm actually gonna go grab a kickstart since no one else is on here right now. So she's totally evil now, right? That's what this music's saying. Quickly now. apparently in this one I'm supposed to run a raid though, right? The Chrysalis?
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Whoa!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
In miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Well, shoot. Chrysalis. Alright, hold on, I got it. I'll look it up. Alternate between black and red balls. Tanks, grab things. I think I can do it. Let's try. Okay, I can do it. I'm so close, though. $16 dungeons or quests away. After this one and the next quest is done, that is. That's not what I wanted. Jeez, come on, healers. Oh my goodness. Usually once you get 2 tanks, you're all set. Of the 63 parties currently recruiting, all match your search conditions. Well, why is it taking so long? Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just waiting. Hey, there we are. What? Stop. Come on, DPS. Come on, DPS. Of course. beautiful. Hello. Does that mean it's easy? Okay. Go! Woohoo! Almost. Oh, okay. Whoa. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna skip this so that way I can give people their commendations. And by their commendations, I mean one guy. Well, that was easy.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No! Cannot! No!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
She's gonna sacrifice herself, isn't she?
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now. The choice you made in death. There is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens. Yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty. much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Soir hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Soir's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Oh, man. I'm going to kill that dog, I swear to God. Every day for the past couple of months, it's been nothing but him barking repeatedly from like 9 to 1 in the morning. And you'll wake up at like 6 in the morning and you'll hear him still bark. I'm gonna kill the dog. It's aggravating. Whatever they're doing to the dog, they need to friggin' stop so it stops barking. Like, are they throwing him in the basement? Is that what's going on? You can't hear him upstairs. You can only hear him down here in the basement, so... God. Excuse me. Goodness. I'm trying to wrap myself up in my blanket, and yeah, I keep finding the end of it. There we go.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
So is it just random when he goes on my... No, it just takes a while, and then he'll just rest on it. It's so cool. Little dragon friend. Gonna kill that dog. It just won't stop barking. Alright, let's finish this patch. Poor Minfilia. A victory won, a comrade lost, to honor the falling, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. Should I continue? Or should we do... what is it? 16 quest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, there are 16 quests left. We're not gonna do it tonight, though. We'll do it, next stream. We'll, because we're on patch 2.55, we'll do it on the next stream. So part 10 will be the finale of the Dark Knight Pilgrimage arc, where I will finally become a Dark Knight and everything will open up. But tonight, we're gonna grieve to my wallows, and I'm gonna take a nap because I'm tired. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.